I've always been into this. I mean, even as a teenager, I had Barbie heads hanging in my bedroom. My parents were like, okay, like something's wrong with her. I got brave one day and it was like, I'm going to put this out. I don't care what people think. And then it was like, I don't even care. We can't ever have kids.
Jenny and Rocky's home is very interesting and has a lot to see. What is some of your design inspiration for this space?
I would say that my main inspiration is Michael Hussar. He's my favorite artist, always has been. He's all over the walls in here. And basically everything in here is designed around what I think he would like, basically.
And how long has it taken to get your house to this level with all of these things?
We started out with a yellow and orange and beige decor about 9 years ago. And then I pretty much started about a year after we moved in thinking, okay, you know what, I'm not trying to fit into the norm. This is what I like. If people don't like it, they can just not come over. And then it's just been building ever since then. So.
And what do people say when they do come over? What is the reaction?
Usually they walk in and it's an immediate like, oh, well, this is cool. And they just kind of like look around the room, and then as they hang out more like you did, it's like, oh, this isn't bad. This is actually kind of cool. So.
Where do you get a lot of these pieces?
Most of it comes from antique fairs. A lot of it comes from friends I've made on social media sites. They'll send me a lot of the stuff. My dad makes a lot of the things that we have in here. Rocky buys me gifts sometimes. But yeah, it just comes from everywhere. But yeah, I would say mostly antique fairs.
So speaking of social media, you are pretty popular on Instagram. What are your two accounts?
Crazy. I have my personal account, which is horror. Okay. And then I have an account called the Horror Gallery, where I feature people's artwork and bizarre things that I find on the internet, things like that.
And they're pretty popular accounts. How many followers would you say you have between the two of them?
There's a lot of weirdos out there. On my personal account, I have around 83,000 followers, and then the Horror Gallery has about 134,000.
And they're very interactive with the things that you post.
Yeah, they are.
And how did it get started? How did you blow up on this site?
I started making dead Barbie dolls. So I got into the Barbie thing where I would set them up in murderous displays, like different crime scenes and things like that. And then I started posting them on Instagram. I didn't know what it was, and I can't remember who got me into it, but they said, oh, you should post your Barbies. And I started taking pictures of them. And that's how that all started. I posted all the different deceased Barbies, and people loved them.
And were you surprised by how it blew up?
Yes, absolutely. I had no idea that would happen.
What are some of the favorite things that you have here in your house?
My paintings, absolutely. The Hussar paintings. I have a lot of different knickknacks that I don't ever want to leave behind.
So you live here too. You obviously like the decor.
Yeah, I like most of it. If I don't like it, I usually tell her and I don't like it, and you can't bring it in the living room, but she'll sneak it in when I'm not looking.
Is there anything that has freaked you out of something that she's brought into the house?
Yeah, there's a creepy little doll that someone found in like an attic wall or something, and I said, you can bring the head in but leave the body parts outside so it doesn't reassemble and kill us in the night or something like that. And there's one painting that's on the wall, it's kind of creepy too, that I don't really stare at too long. Other than that, it's all good.
And when your friends come over, are they a little bit shocked to see the decorations?
Yeah, usually first time around people are like, oh, this is weird, and then then they're okay with it. Doesn't give anybody nightmares or anything like that.